Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel, the SMXshow. I'd like to start my blog series with a talk about Pokemon. Recently, I had a surge of nostalgia when I was watching this.
What's for dinner, Mom?
Yes, I was watching Fish Plays Pokemon and it sent me into a nostalgia frenzy. I went to just play Pokemon Blue again, it just really rekindled something from my childhood that I hadn't been in touch with for such a long time. Not in the sense that I didn't want to play it, but in the sense that I wanted that, in the sense of adventure and wonder. Like when I was watching Fish Plays Pokemon, it's like I knew where everything was, but would a fish make it there? No. You need to watch it to understand, really. I got out Blue. I popped it into my Game Boy and then relished in the awesomeness that is the first Pokemon battle I ever saw. But what really made me smile was when I saw an old game save, roughly from 2002. And when I realised I was currently in the Pokemon League, I was like at the end of the Elite Four, I was about to fight Lance, and then afterwards, spoiler alert, seriously, spoiler alert if you never played Blue. And then you got to fight Gary. So I beat Lance, that wasn't too much of a problem. Then I went to beat Gary. Now, judging from the party, here's the party here. It's not the greatest Pokemon team. I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, I beat Gary, no problem. I know how to play Pokemon. I know how to play with the type advantages. But I shouldn't have won. It's like I won by the skin of my teeth, but yeah, it was the second time I beat the Pokemon League, and I've apparently beaten that Pokemon League with that team before. So that was very interesting, but it's like that famous Pokemon phrase that we've all heard. A true trainer doesn't use the best Pokemon, because the best trainer uses his favourite Pokemon. But, Pokemon means a lot to me. It really does, and it's really helped me through a lot of hard times. My favourite Pokemon game is Pokemon Sapphire on the Game Boy Advance. And yes, by the way, I am excited for the 3DS remake. But the Game Boy Advance version will always be the one that's my favourite over all the other versions, for this specific reason. Whilst I was actually playing Pokemon Sapphire, my father died. I actually got told whilst I was playing the game. Now obviously I was very, very sad. I was just brought up a total mess. I just got told my dad was dying. But I was told whilst I was playing Pokemon, I never had anyone. No one's really there for me. So the only thing, my mother was very motherly, family didn't really visit often. My siblings didn't really understand. So the only thing that I had in my life that was positive in that moment was Pokemon. Or specifically Pokemon Sapphire, which I played and it really got me through it. And you make loads of stupid, I look back and I find it a little amusing, but it's like, you make little promises to yourself. And I was like, what, I swear, I'm going to catch all the Pokemon. It's like, well, I really did try, and it's very difficult. I don't think it's actually entirely possible. I think I'm going to need to get Ruby and Crystal if I want to be able to actually manage that. But I tried, and it was this silly little promise I made to myself. Yeah, Pokemon had a massive impact on my life, but all of my happy memories have Pokemon in it, basically. Now fast forwarding again to when Pokemon X and Y was released on the 3DS. Yeah, now that was that rekindled a lot of what was in my childhood. Mainly because of this guy, Catastrophic Moggy, who played the entire game with me in a competitive sense. He was my real life Gary, and it gave me that sense of challenge that I've been really needing in video games lately. Because I don't know if it's just me, but Pokemon games seem really easy now. It's like I couldn't really play Diamond and Pearl, Black and White 2, because they were too easy. It's like I literally didn't really need to train or anything, but X and Y was really easy as well. But the challenge in it was fighting Moggy. Yeah, he was like, oh, need to train. No, I was like, I need to train. And he was like, oh, I don't need to train because I'm fucking better than you. And he was. He's fucking Lucario. It's a fucking awesome Pokemon. I didn't want it on my team because I didn't want to be a copycat. So, oh, it was too overpowered. Even when it was under level than me, it could still kick my entire team's ass. I didn't want to take out some. I had to go and catch another Pokemon specially just to beat it. Something that was super effective. I think it was Psychic or was it Metal? I can't remember. But it was so annoying. I begged him, please take it off your team, but it's like, no, I'm going to keep it on your team, on my team, blah blah blah. Anyway, that's like, it's like a little story of how much I love Pokemon, really. My fiance set my Pikachu on fire a couple of days before our wedding. I used to hide drugs inside my Bulbasaur in this hole here. Yeah, weed, cocaine, heroin. I still have the original Pokédex from when I was a kid. And I tore the sticker out because I wanted to put my own picture there. I still might. I gave all my Pokemon cards to some twins that live down the street. And then the very next day I regretted it and I started making my own Pokemon cards with pen and paper.